Hi there. Thank you for stopping by the Canadian Colorist Art channel. My name is Denise, and today I've got a few things that I want to show you. One of them being this coloring book, To the Ends of the Earth and Back Again by Good Wives and Warriors. And if my voice sounds echoey, that is because I've got this coloring book on my living room floor. So that's probably why my voice sounds a little bit hollow. So my apologies for that. I'm a bit of a minimalist, and so my living room doesn't have a lot of furniture in it to absorb sound. I'm holding my camera today, so I'm sorry for, that you're going to see this kind of movement. I'm going to do my best to hold it steady as I progress through this video. So, like I say, I'll have something else I want to show you. I'm just going to turn this around. And again, because I'm in my living room floor, and I don't have a lot of furniture, as you can see. What I want to show you is my other artwork that I do, my original artwork that I use with acrylic paint on canvas. And the style of my artwork is using dot painting. And my specialty is mandalas. And this painting right here, very large canvas, it is a 5x7 canvas. I should know what that is in metric, but as Canadians, we just use metric whenever it suits us. So for now, we're going to say it in imperial measurement. And I'm going to zoom in here so I can show you a little closer what the dot painting looks like. And there's no set pattern. It is all of my own creative intuition as I paint. What I do is after I've completed painting the black, so the canvas is painted a straight black using black gesso, and then I use all my colors of acrylic paint. I start with a single dot, and then I just work intuitively around until I feel that the mandala is complete. And on a painting like this, that's so large, usually I start, like this would have been the beginning of the mandala. That would have been sort of the anchor. So I started it up in the corner, and then when I felt like I was finished with it, then I pick another spot, put a dot, and then create the mandala around that. On the, every single spot on this canvas has a dot on it. Excuse me. And so here, even where it's black, it's sort of a black on black. So I use, it's a really shiny black acrylic paint, and then it sort of stands out against the matte black of the background. So that's why you can see the dots but still look subtle. And then when I back up, mostly you're seeing all of the different mandalas that I've painted. I completed this painting last year. It took weeks, as you can imagine. I mean, I love doing it, but it is very labor intensive, and it is original. This is a one of a kind. There is no pattern. This is all out of my head. And so a painting like this, I would probably have to sell it for about $6,000. That's the asking price that I've got on it right now. I hope you didn't fall off your chair, but I'm just being honest. I mean, as artists, our original work is actually kind of priceless and very difficult when we go to price our work, because we never know how much. So actually I had an art critic come in and view this, and so I'm going on their advice on what to ask for. To be honest, they actually said more. They said more, and they said, well, okay, then if you're going to sell it, you should ask at least $6,000 for it. So I thought, okay, well, we'll see how that goes. So that would be the plan if anyone would be interested in purchasing that original one-of-a-kind painting. And some of the other ones that I have done on this round canvas, same idea. I paint the background of the canvas black with black gesso, and then a limited color palette where I use turquoise, a pearl, and gold. The gold paint is by Golden. You might be familiar with that if you work with acrylic paints. And it's a very expensive paint because what it looks like wet is what it looks like dry. And that's always a sign of a quality paint when you work with it like that. This is another painting that I've done. I call it the Sacred Geometry painting. Again, my own design, my own style, my own original work. And I used a lot of metallic colors in this one, mostly rainbow colors, but really I just kind of threw everything at it. This painting was a lot of fun because it's very different because it had those straight lines, right, with the squares, the cubes, and a little bit of round, you know, mandalas in there, like compared to what I usually do, which has a lot of flow and curves and circles. This one was really different with the straight lines. So, and then when my sons come to visit me, they always laugh because they say, gee, Mom, everything gets hit with the mandala. So this is the light switch cover. Yeah, I like to paint them. And it's easy because, right, these are easy to take off. Same idea, paint it with the black, with a black base, so black gesso. And then I came in with some metallic acrylic colors and painted that mandala. I hope I'm showcasing it properly here. And then I like that I can disguise where the screws are that holds the switch plate. You hardly see it. It blends into the pattern and color of the whole piece. And then even the toggle, I paint that out. So the switch plate holds up well. The toggle not so much with acrylic paint, but that's okay. I can always go back in and touch it up as it wears out. Okay, so now let's go back to the real purpose of the video is to show you this coloring book. I just kind of turned it sideways here because I have to go this way as we open it up. Let me get that. And if you're familiar with this coloring book, you'll know that it is a 17-foot long coloring book. So each page or panel, right, is at least a foot long. Actually, I think that's even longer. Anyway, let's pull this bad boy out. Bear with me here. I'm just pulling it out only as far as I have completed it. Okay. Sorry for all that movement, but I'm not sure how to showcase this without holding the phone in such a way that I can show you everything. So this was the beginning. In past videos, I have already shown these panels, and that would throw me to pieces if you went back and looked at those videos to see, you know, maybe more detail, but I'm going to go slowly here. So here we come to the latest. No one has seen these 2 pages yet. Let me zoom in a little closer. So we have, this page had a lot of dragons and water elements. I use colored pencils, felt tip markers, and a bit of glitter such as stickles and glitter gel pens to add extra detail and interest. So here we have that first dragon. I have to go slowly because, as you can see, there's so much detail in these coloring books. It is quite an enormous task. There's a whale up here at the top of this wave, and then a blue, I colored the sea serpent or the wave dragon like that. There's a lot of fish. So over here, to keep my sanity, I just kept to the same color palette Didn't matter what fish that it was a fish. Even the fish flag on top of the the Japanese style building, even it is the same orange palette, or orange and yellow color palette that I used for all the fish. And down here, of course, the flowers, those are easy to color in all different kinds of different colors. And then at the upper right corner, there's an owl and a few other birds. I think there's a kookaburra, even though I didn't color it the right colors of a kookaburra, but you know, you just kind of have to go wild and crazy because this is a wild and crazy coloring book. So there's the end. And then the next page, I always start a little bit of the next page because of the way it continues on. So that's why I've got a little bit started on the next, but the next 2 pages, so sorry for all this movement. Here we go. I'll hold steady. And this is what the next 2 pages will look like. And hopefully I will get that done next month so that I can show you that. And I want to thank you so much for being here with me today and letting me showcase my original artwork and also showcase my coloring prowess and the continuing saga of this coloring book. Here we go. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone.